Well, welcome. You see what we're making? The title's right there. That's right. We're making Huevos Rancheros. I had this dish the first time in Nashville at some cafe, but I do remember it being particularly good and a little bit eye-opening. And today we're going to start with a tortilla. I'm going to make this one in like a tostada style, which is going to be basically a pork rind tortilla on the bottom, which is where we're going to start. Here I have 2 ounces of pork rinds, 2 ounces of shredded mozzarella, and 2 eggs. It's that simple. Get all this into a food processor, and then go ahead and blend all this together until it's looking about like this. It should be kind of crumbly, it should be malleable, and a little bit sticky, but shouldn't really stick too bad. All right, get yourself a parchment lined baking sheet, or what I usually prefer, which is the silicone matte lined baking sheet, and get all your dough onto it. And you can either do this to make one big tostada or just to have a couple servings of it. But I'm going to get it into a just generally circular shape already, because that will help when I go to press it out, which to do that, you use more parchment paper, or if you have another one of these, you can use that. But I'm going to use a Ziploc bag and just press them out till they're pretty thin. All right, and this is about what you should be left with. I prefer these to be a bit thinner, but if you're going to keep them thicker, what you want to do is cook them maybe a minute or two longer. But these are probably like a 1/4 inch thick. I'm going to throw these into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes, or until you notice the edges start to crisp up right like this. Can you hear that? It's really hot, but it's crispy. So we have the first of the 3 parts done for our Huevos Rancheros. The next part will be the beans. So go ahead and add 1 pound of ground beef to a pan that is set over medium-high heat, and simply begin to chop it up, brown it up, and get it cooked all the way through. And once it is cooked all the way through, we're going to turn the heat off. What we want to do is drain all the grease and add the meat right into a food processor, and we're also going to season this up in the food processor. That's why I didn't add any while we were cooking it. And to this, I'm going to be adding 6 ounces of full-fat cottage cheese. And to season it up, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of taco shake from my company, Carnivore Companion. And if you don't know about us, it's the best way to support the channel. We sell clean seasonings with no BS whatsoever. It's just salt and spices. Go to CarnivoreCompanion.com, get yourself some taco shake or anything else you may find interesting on there. And be sure to sign up for the email list for exclusive deals and new products coming out. You can always use code CarnivoreChef at CarnivoreCompanion.com. Don't forget, that's www.CarnivoreCompanion.com. Let's get back to the video. Get this blended up. You should be left with something that is actually very reminiscent to refried beans. Be sure to give it a taste and add more seasoning if you think it needs it. And this is pretty much the bulk of the recipe. Let me get a couple of eggs cooked and then we can plate this thing up. Here it is. We got our crispy tortilla, our refried beans, a little bit extra cheese on there, a couple of sunny side eggs, some sour cream, limes on the side. I mean, you can make this however you want to. This just seemed to me to be the best combination of things I wanted. So without any further ado, let's give this a taste. I'm gonna add just a little lime juice. Break open this bad boy. Oh yeah, there we go. So just like all my other recipe videos, this recipe scratches an itch that I've had for a good while now. And it's just like anything else, you know, if you want pizza, you don't necessarily have to have the pizza. You can have something that tastes like a pizza. And this is just that. Like the beans taste, I mean, they taste like ground beef, but it's not very often that you get something smooth when you're on a diet like this. So I really hope you make this. Even if you only make one component of this, I would say either make the tortillas or make the beans. I think what will count is that you found something that you can get close to and you'll enjoy it. I'm gonna go eat this for lunch and I'll see y'all in the next one.